Hi, my boys. Hey, Alexa. What time is it?
It's 9:30 a.m.
Hey, Alexa. What is today's date?
Today is Friday, August 30th. Would you like to hear your horoscope for the day?
Yes, please.
The skill, My Horoscope, can help you with that. Did you want to enable it?
No.
All right.
So, hey, Alexa. Who is Michael Jackson?
Michael Joseph Jackson was an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and philanthropist. Dubbed the King of Pop, he is regarded as one of the most significant cultural figures of the 20th century. Over a four-decade career, his contributions to music, dance, and fashion, along with his publicized personal life, made him a global figure in popular culture.
So, um, hey, Alexa. When did Michael Jackson pass away?
Michael Jackson died on June 25, 2009 at the age of 50 years.
And hey, Alexa. When was Michael Jackson's birthday?
Michael Jackson was born on August 29, 1958.
I'm so tired. But it was nice that I left my phone. I, I was preparing for this meeting last minute, and I went to walk to the weed place, and I left my phone on the counter, and I walked out like I had it, but I had my water bottle instead, and I thought it was my phone, but it was my water bottle, and I walked out, and then I noticed because my headphones they disconnected, so that's why I like wearing earphones like my Bluetooth because I'll know that it's somewhere around. If it's like, anyways, I go back and I hear I hear a Michael Jackson song, and I'm like, no way. I left my my phone in the bar before. That was like a couple of days before, and I was trying to prepare for court, so walking, and I remember it was time for me to leave. My mom called so I can leave, and I guess I left my phone on the counter, and I went outside. Like, I don't know. I go back. I'm like, stupid me. What was I thinking? Like to put on my other headphones. To put on these ones, and I'm like trying to get my phone. I'm like, oh, I didn't put it in my bag, and I had to go back inside. So I'm like, what the fuck was that about? I don't like. I just had it in my hand. So then when I did it again, fast forward, I did it again at the weed place, and I go in, and that song came on, and I'm like, okay, the thing that happened at the bar, that was the reason why. So this time I'm preparing for the freaking meeting of that day for that day, and I didn't get to. I don't know what to write. I didn't know. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so frustrated. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna explode. So, um, this is, um, I had I had several things that I wanted to say and write, or I had written something originally. I had written something for the meeting, and I'm preparing myself, and then I'm looking. I'm like, oh, the longer the meeting is, I'm like, I'm starting to change my speech, and like this was the second one I wrote while I was in the meeting. I'm like trying to hurry. This is why I'm like, I try to do something before, but it still never works out. But I'm fine. At least I had something. Something's coming out. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave off. I'm gonna do it this way. This is my second one. The first one changed because I wanted it a little bit shorter because it was retaliation. Back in 2009, it was we were having more issues with teachers having violence in school, so they would keep school for money. So they would keep kids in school for money. If the kids don't go to school, the school don't get money to keep their employees. My kid's father and I wrote a complaint to the district back in July 7, 2019. Now I'm getting a heart. Now I feel like I'm rushed. Before I wasn't rushed. So that means that somebody knew about this, and they were sweeping it under the rug, like Tim Green. Was it Tim Green? I think his first name is Tim, but I know his last name is Green. He hit my son Colin on the arm. What pissed me off was I'm already having issues with my son Colin, and I was getting worried, really worried. And this janitor, I'm there. And the janitor fucking knows I'm there. He don't give a fuck. He's racist. All these other teachers are there. There's special ed classes on the other side. There's some those are the teachers I'm referring to on the other side. And there's maybe 2 lunch supervisors, but I'm there. And I'm sitting with the class because I'm the helper for the preschooler. The mother volunteers because you need 2 volunteers to do it. So I'm there. It's my son's turn to throw away his lunch tray. And my son is just doing like all the other kids were doing too. Just watching his food slide off and throwing it. And he would he would smack it out of their hand, like don't do that. And then after that they would have to reuse the foam because they were recycling. And so when it comes to my son, he smacks him in the arm. And my son just looks down and just like he drops it. The guy takes his plate, and my son's just like holds his arm, and I'm like, why? Like my bones. I feel like my bones just jumped out of my body. There's so much anger raged in me. It felt like I jumped out and I got sucked back in my body. And I felt so small. And I'm like, I don't know how to approach this. This is so new to me. Because in this small moment of time, I'm like, this is not good. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to, no, fuck no, over my dead body. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to approach it. Right then and there. I didn't. So I told my son when he got back from me, and it's only a few feet away from me, like, no, I shouldn't say few, it's more like 15 feet away, maybe 20 feet away. because it's, I mean, I'm on the, if you know, a multi-purpose room is not that very big, but I'm on the end, on the table, and he's in the janitor is on the middle, in the middle of the multi-purpose room with the trash can, with the two trash cans on that side. So I just knew that if my son would have come home and told me about it, and then I would have said something like, "Hey, the janitor hit my son. My son's telling me," and they would say he would be lying. I would have said, "Colin, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Stop lying. Stop lying." Because he was already having trouble. And I see this. All I thought about is my son's future. If I didn't see that slap. Since I saw that slap, I questioned everything for Colin. I had his back, no matter what. And you know, this motherfucker said, this Tim Green said at Mears Elementary School, and that's the reason why they went to Anderson Elementary School, because my son Colin was hit by the janitor, and Lauren Tapia was not there to witness it, but Lauren Tapia was there to witness of him sweating like a fucking pig, because I was demanding him to say sorry to my son, and he lied. He lies, and he did not touch my son. And I told my son, you see how he lied? You see how he lied? Lying's not going to get you anywhere. He's a grown man lying about to a child. And what's worse is the principal was trying to cover up for him of his bad behavior. It's a behavior. It's something that he shouldn't have been working with kids. No, I'm not going to accept my son's getting abused like the way I did, and them sweeping it under the rug. No, like Amy West said about a mama bear, and about the school district too, even said about a mama's bear, because one of the police officers said that they don't mess with the mama bear. And yeah, guys did. You guys really fucked up here. And Amy West has been using the police department. And that I don't like. That I really don't like. I don't have respect for the police or the military. I do not respect them at all. But for me to add on to that bullshit that the other people are doing, they don't know better. So I don't. I just end up calling them out. Either do your job or stay in your lane. And apparently these military people and police force, they're going to learn the hard way. Because there's other people, and these judges too, who think that they're playing God. It's not going to work out. It's not. I promise you, it's not. So this was July 7th, 2019. And this was that we wrote to the school district. To whom it may concern, we, the parents of Anthony and Colin and Desi Tapia, would like for our children to be transferred to the Garden Grove School District. My son Anthony, student at Warner Middle School, was involved in an incident in which he was assaulted by fellow students while walking home from school. His eardrum was ruptured as a result of this, and is still to be determined whether or not he had permanent damage. We are reluctant to enroll Anthony in Warner Middle School the first place, as we are active parents who informed of current events and attended school district meetings. We have heard many negative testimonies regarding WSD Middle School that involved Westminster violence, firearms, and disrespectful cultures with little or no discipline and or misleading of incidents by the Westminster school district management. The fact that there is even staff who question their own safety only made us more hesitant. We are also both Warner and middle school alumni that can attest that there was violence and weapons smuggling even during the years that we attended Warner. We believe that our children will have a better chance to succeed in another district, Garden Grove School District in particular, because it's close to us. And because I was speaking out about the abuse, the PTA retaliated by taking the PTA away from me. And it was a result of voting. I couldn't vote. I couldn't vote for my school. I can't vote for the rep that I couldn't do it because they took away, the IRS took it away. And this was May 18, 2018. And this was, Dear Principal Breckenridge, the Internal Revenue Service has revoked the tax-exempt status of H.B. Anderson Elementary PTA for failure to file information return for 3 consecutive years. As a result, the charter for H.B. Anderson Elementary School PTA was withdrawal at the April 2018 California State PTA Board of Management meeting. All PTA activities must stop. California PTA General Liability Insurance will not cover the local PTA while the revoked status because of the association is no longer considered a nonprofit association. Any PTA that has had a tax-exempt status revoked for non-filing of tax will be required to complete the IRS reinstatement process before a failure charter as a PTA will be issued. Before a future. And this felt like a slap in the face as a PTA president I worked so hard for. Because of this, I took matters into my own hands and I left red washable handprints in respect of the children who lost their lives to go to school. Red handprint symbolizes the silent voices around Westminster, in Westminster schools. So that's what I wrote real quick, like scribble scrabble. And then I was going to talk about the what the principal and David Johnson said about me. In retaliation, an employee said in court lied, intimidating and threatening behaviors, along with her threatening statements towards me and other school and district trustees and staff members and other local public officials. I'm extremely fearful for my safety and safety of all district employees, students, and visitors to all district properties. I do not feel safe with the respondent near or present of any district properties. I am very concerned and fearful for the respondent will act on her threatening behaviors, resulting in the extreme physical or injuries or death to me or numerous district employees, students, or visitors to the district properties. I truly believe that the respondent has the means to the intent to engage in such conduct if she is permitted near district properties. That is so scary that these white people can have all that. I think these teachers can have all this power, and these judges work with the schools because that's how they get their money. It's from the kids. So I had wrote like a couple other things down on other paper. Yeah, and then when I went to the school, like, because of Lauren, like, they kidnapped my kids, and, like, I have to prove that I'm a good parent now. I have to prove to my mom that I was a mom. Like, my mom don't give a fuck. So, anyways, so I went to the school to try to get paperwork, knowing that the courts are going to wanting to use it. I need it to know that my kids I'm fighting for their mental health, their future. And Miss Breckenridge knows why I went to the school, and she says, hi Tina, here are some records from the previous PTA meetings that include your name. Unfortunately, there are no records in the ARES database that shows counseling for the boys. Thank you, Miss Breckenridge. Now I put my I don't know how, my kids' hands, I put into their hands, and they came back to me damaged, my kids. And I gave I put healthy kids into this fucking school system, and my kids are coming back mentally and physically abused, just like how I am. That's a no-go for me. And the school district and the school teachers are lying. Miss Breckenridge doesn't have kids. How can you comprehend about that? This principal does not have kids, and she's trying to use this system as a jail system, like Pam Grimling. These kids can't do this. Kids can't do this. They're acting like kids. My kids don't act like the school board or the like city council. They don't fucking act like that. 5 in the morning. The meeting ended at 5 in the morning. No fucking joke. So how can they get votes done? How can they vote on anything when you're that extremely tired? When you're that tired, first of all, they're talking about DUI, but how they're talking about DUI, it's very sugar coated. Something's behind that. They're very careful with their words here because it involves the police department. Spicy. So, anyways, now I'm sitting like, I usually sit in the same spot where it usually closest to the front, but there's people behind me that I used to talk to. I used to talk to all those people, but if you see them on TV on the Westminster meeting, you'll see the reason why I stopped talking to them is because the way they're acting is not. No child needs to see that. That's not a child behavior. That is a narcissist behavior. Fighting because they got caught in a lie. They're trying to put the blame on somebody else. Margie Rice was racist. So if she was racist, I'm gonna have to call out all those mayors in Westminster that they're racist. And it kind of makes sense to me. While the Mendez, they grabbed her at a young age because she don't know. Sylvia Mendez does not know that she was being used. This is a whole mob type thing. And yeah. So this was one of my original ones that I was gonna do. Because I just grabbed a bunch of papers and try to see what I can like. I write a bunch of things and then like I'll take paragraphs from here and there. Like, okay, I'll do that. So, because it's like a broken record, I have to keep repeating myself over and over again. Good evening, my name is Tina Tapia. I'm a mother who lost her rights as a woman for speaking out about abuse in our school. For 3 years straight, fighting with not only the city of Westminster and school district, but family court with no response back from, no response back other than making up lies on who I am as a person. I see something and say something. I just wanted more time with my babies because they grow up so fast. I have no faith in the United States of America, nor do I support this government. I have no choice but to leave my energy behind for my boys to find me. I hope they read this and understand the other documents I have filed. The court system makes it impossible for families to be together happily. It's all about money, working with schools on how to keep kids away from healing their trauma. So that was the one that I was going to read, but instead I didn't. I read something else. So I think I uploaded already. So no, okay. This is it.
I was able to write something.
I wrote this like right before the meeting.
I got, good evening, my name is Tina Tapia. I'm a mother who lost her rights as a woman for speaking out about abuse in our school. for 3 years straight, fighting with not only the city of Westminster but family court, with no response back from other than making up lies on who I am. I see something, and I'm seeing something. Just be, I just wanted more time with my babies because they grow up so fast. I have no faith in the United States of America, nor do I support this government. I have no choice but to leave my energy behind for my voice to find me. I hope they read this and understand that the other documents I have filed. The court system makes it impossible for families to be together happily. It's all about money, working with schools on how to keep kids away from healing their trauma. Back in 2019, I was having more issues with schools, with teachers hiding violence in schools. So they will keep kids in school for money. If the kids don't go to school, the schools don't get money to keep their employees. My kid's father and I wrote a complaint to the district, to whom this was it back in 2019. To whom it may concern, we parents of Anthony, Colin, and Desi would like our children to be transferred to the Garden Grove School District. My son Anthony, student at Warner Middle School, was involved in an incident in which he was assaulted by fellow students while walking home from school. His eardrum was ruptured as a result of this, and it was still being determined whether or not if he has permanent damage. We were reluctant to enroll Anthony in Warner Middle School in the first place. As an active parent, we keep informed on current events and attended school district meetings. We have heard many negative testimonies regarding Westminster School District, Westminster Middle School that involved violence. Westminster SD West Warner Middle School involves violence, firearms, and disrespectful culture with little or no discipline, or mishandling of incident by Westminster management. The fact that there is even staff who question their own safety only made us hesitant. We are also both Warner Middle School alumni that can attest that there was violence and weapons smuggling even during the years we attended Warner. We believe that our children will have better chance to succeed in another school district. Garden Grove School District is particular because it's close to us. Sincerely, Tina and Lauren Tapia. Because I was speaking out about this abuse, this was retaliation by taking the PTA I worked so hard for as a PTA president. The Internal Revenue Service has revoked the TEP exempt status of failure to file an information return for the 3 consecutive years. As a result, the charter for HB Elementary School PTA was withdrawn at the April 2018 California PTA Board. All PTA activities must stop. California. This was a slap in my face because of this, I took matters into my own hands. I left red washable hand paint prints in respect of the children who lost their lives to go to school. Red handprints was a symbol of silent voices around Westminster School District. In retaliation, an employee from Westminster School District told the courts in retaliation, an employee from the Westminster lied in court that I was intimidating, threatening behavior, along with threatening statements towards them and district employees and staff and local public officials. I'm extremely fearful for my safety and the safety of all district employees and students and visitors of all district.
Okay, so this was, I'm gonna, shoot, do I have it here?
Tina, I just wanted to address, thank you for coming and sharing your incident. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't know about it because I never talked to the school board regarding that. So the school board and the council are different.
No, they're not. They're the same. They're the same.
Maybe they're same in some way, but
I don't understand how they keep
No,
denying that they're not working together.
You
They talk together.
No, you guys talk.
And Pam Grimling is proof because the traffic committee, the traffic people have to go, they have to talk to each other.
Okay, and I will continue to fight.
Stop signs, street signs, come on. Stoplights.
You're doing the same thing to me. You're doing the same thing to me. Online. Online. You're doing the same thing to me online.
Okay. So the thing is that when she mentioned about your thoughts and we are completely opposite. I don't know how we can associate. We're not really friends. Okay?
Really? Really?
Yes.
You're gonna pull that. You're gonna pull that.
Research. We're kind of like competition. He wants to take my seat.
So this is how I know that.
So if I leave, he's gonna be here to take care of it.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He wants to.
The FBI. You said the FBI. You said the FBI.
He wants to. He wants to. Exactly, because the school, that's how you work your way up. I only wanted to do the tribal committee. I didn't, but look at where I'm at now. Oh my God. She was planted there, and the person, Camilla, or I think that was her name, Camilla, behind me. I'm like, you guys keep voting for her, and she's like, I ain't vote for her. I'm like, you keep voting for the same bullshit, and like the staff, and she's like, it's not the staff. It's not the staff. Oh, it's the staff. It's the fucking staff. It's people like her that think that they have all this authority over, like they're using cops. They're using this is the black magic coming out. So they just ratted themselves out. They're all blackmailing each other, and they're getting these people the oh yeah.
He's not. I'm not supporting him. You're in cahoots with him. Keep lying. Keep lying.
What they're doing is, what she just did right now was, what they're doing, oh, your boyfriend's in the back there, oh, your clan's right there, or your party's right there. So that's what she did. She just did that. Well, you're supporting him because you keep bringing up his name. So that's that ego thing. How I know what Amy West is doing, like she used to go to the city meetings, and she used to sit down with people, used to sit down next to people like me and getting information. I'm going, oh, okay, that's nice, like getting chisme on why you're there for. Then she'll use it and then talk to somebody and then use her story to do that. If you're noticing how she talks in her thing, she's writing herself out because she's copying me, like fully she's copying me. So she'll be copying me. I've been dealing with her for 3 years straight right now. So she's been copying me this whole damn time, and it seems like, and she's been copying someone from it's a Trump thing too, but she's copying my words, what she's saying. And you'll see because Xavier Nguyen did it. David Johnson hated Francis Nguyen. The things would come out of his mouth, the hate that came out, like that, the full on KK style, and even when like when I was trying to do the city stuff, Sarah Grimling started coming over a little bit, like talking, like wanting to cheese me and stuff. And then even the Cancer Society, she wanted me to, like, she called me, asked for a donation, and I helped her out. But she completely ignored me the whole time. Like she only used me for the money and for like whatever, like help I can get, like whatever help she can get, and to make her look good. But to me, it's like, I knew, because it's like what Yolanda was doing to me, exactly what Yolanda is doing to me. It's sad because there's kids involved, there's babies involved, and there's a mom that's on the school board, or there's a mom that's on the city board, Amy West, that is not a mother. She'd rather be bobbing for dicks than bobbing for apples. She don't know her kids. She don't know her kids. She's not there for her kids. I guarantee her kids want a mom. I guarantee her kids wants family time. I guarantee her kids want to be out on vacation. But no, she's too busy bobbing for dick. Like the city council here. They're using kids. It's disgusting. Colin. I miss you so much. And I don't know what this other court system, what this court outcome is going to be, but I always wanted you. I always wanted all you boys. I did, I truly did. And without you boys, I am nothing. That's all I've ever known. Everything else got thrown away. And my mom is still doing it. Doesn't matter. So my dad is truly saying sorry to me. And but the universe is saying, as bad as that was, that your dad threw all your shit away, you really don't need it. So the things that we have now is just borrowing. So take care of it. And it will take care of you. It will. So take care of the things you have now. And you never know who might be needing it. And needing it could be just by looking at it. Just by staring at it and using their own memory. They don't have to use it. They don't have to do anything. They can just look at it. It's just like a book. It's just like nature, a flower. You don't have to cut it. Just look at it. Admire it. Admire it. The beginning and after, the stages. Just enjoy the stages of a flower, of a plant, of a tree. Because when you cut it, that's it. That's it. You're just going to watch it die. Instead of looking at it, living its life fully. I'm going to leave off with that. And then, so the next meeting is at September 11th. So this is what I'm planning to read for the September 11th, with a mixture of, now I'm going to hand out some papers, so I got to get ready for that. And I got to get it ready for September 5th for court. There's also another one that I wanted to do a video of my mom, yelling at my mom. Because she'll sabotage me every day. It doesn't matter. I love you boys, and I'll see you soon.